Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn 8th standard 9th chapter of history, last phase of struggle for independence. See point wise. The Act of 1935, Provincial Cabinet, work of the Congress, Cripps Mission, resignation of the Congress ministers, Quit India movement, Quit India resolution, beginning of people's movement, underground movement, parallel government, importance of Quit India movement, Subhash Chandra Bose, trial of the officers, and the last revolt of the Indian Navy and Air Force. So let's start. The Act of 1935. The Act of 1935 provided for the formation of the Federation of the British administered provinces and the Indian princely states. According to this act, the working of the British administered provinces will be transferred to the Indian representatives. On joining of the federation, the princely states would lose their autonomy. As the rulers of the princely states refused to join the federation, the act could not be brought into practice. Second, provincial cabinet. Although not satisfied with the Act of 1935, Congress contested elections to the 11 provincial legislatures in 1937. The Indian National Congress gained majority in 8 provinces. Mixed cabinet was formed in remaining 3 provinces. Work of the Congress. Useful and constructive work by the Congress ministers include release of political prisoners, introduction of basic education, measures for improving condition of the Dalits, passing of act giving debt relief to the farmers, and prohibition of liquor. Cripps Mission. During the Second World War, England supported America against Japan. The Japanese forces came closer to the eastern border of India. The cooperation of India became necessary for England to resist the Japanese invasion of India. So, the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill sent Sir Stafford Cripps to India in March 1942. The Cripps proposal was rejected by the Congress as there was no clear mention of the grant of complete independence. The Muslim League also rejected it as there was no mention of the creation of Pakistan. Resignation of the Congress ministers. Viceroy Lord Linlithgow declared in 1939 that India had joined the Second World War on the side of England without consulting the Indian leaders. England claimed that it was fighting to save democracy in Europe. Thereupon, the Congress demanded that if this claim was true, then England should immediately grant independence to India. As England did not accept this demand, Congress provincial ministers resigned in November 1939. Quit India movement. The Indian National Congress decided to start an intense movement for attaining independence. On 14 July 1942, the Congress Working Committee passed the Quit India resolution at Varda. The resolutions demand the end of British rule and granting independence to India. It also warned the British government of a non-violent struggle for India's independence. Quit India resolution. Quit India season began at Gowalia Tank, August Kranti Maidan in Mumbai on 7th August 1942. Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad presided over this season. The resolution passed at Wardha was finally approved in the Mumbai session. Quit India resolution moved by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was passed on 8th August with an overwhelming majority. Congress decided to launch a nationwide non-violent movement under the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhiji made an inspiring appeal to people to be ready to sacrifice, do or die. Beginning of People's Movement. The news of arrest of important leaders of Indian National Congress arose strong resentment in the country. The angry mobs protest in the form of processions, capture of the government offices, and attacking jails, police stations, and railway stations. The young and old made the struggle mortal in Maharashtra at places like Chimur, Ashti, Yevli, Mahad, Gargoti, etc. Underground movement. At the end of 1942, the young socialist leader took the leadership in their hands and started the underground movement. They disrupted the transport and communication and government machinery by acts of sabotage, breakdown of railway routes, cutting of telephone lines, blowing up bridges, etc. were the actions taken. Hemu Kalani tried to destroy railway carrying British troops and supply in Sindh province. He was punished by the court to be hanged till death. Group like Azad Dasta of Bhai Kotwal in Karjat and Lal Sena of General Awari in Nagpur made the government witness and helpless for months. Usha Mehta, Vittal Jawari, and her companions started a secret transmission center in Mumbai Azad Radio. News of agitations were broadcast and patriotic songs were sung on it, which gave inspiration to the agitators. Socialist leaders of the underground movement S.M. Joshi, N.G. Gore, Vasantdada Patil, Usha Mehta, Yashwantrao Chavan, Jayaprakash Narayan, Dr. Ram Manohar Lohia, Shurubhau Limaye, अच्युतराव पटवर्धन, छोटूबाई पुराणिक, अरुणा आसफ अली, मंगललाल बागड़ी, सुचेता कृपलानी, यूसुफ मेहर Ali. These socialist leaders of the underground movement. Parallel government. Driving the British offices out, people's government was established at some places called parallel government. They were formed at Midnapur in Bengal, Balia and Azamgarh in Uttar Pradesh and Purnia in Bihar. Under the leadership of Krantigrani G.D. Alice Bapu Lad, Tufan Sena was established. Krantisiya Nana Patil. Krantisiya Nana Patil established a parallel government in Satara district of Maharashtra. Work done by parallel government collection of taxes, maintenance of law and order, punishment to criminals, appointing people's court. Then it undertook constructive programs like opposing money lenders, prohibition of liquor, spread of literacy, opposing the caste discrimination. Next, importance of Quit India movement. To fulfill the objectives of independence, lakhs of Indians made unlimited sacrifice and many sacrificed their lives. Prisons of the whole country were not enough for people who participate in large numbers. Patriotic songs composed by Sane Guruji, Rashtrasant Tukdoji Maharaj, and others increased the enthusiasm of the agitators. This nationwide movement is also called August Kranti. Subhash Chandra Bose. Forward block. Subhash Chandra Bose became the president of the Indian National Congress twice. According to him, as England was engaged in the Second World War, the Indians should take advantage of this situation and make the movement more intense. He wanted Indians to seek help from the enemies of England. Other senior leaders of the Congress did not agree with this view. This led to the resignation of Subhash Chandra Bose from the office of the Congress president. So, he found the Forward Bloc, a party to place his views before the people. Arrival in Germany. Netaji made an appeal to the people of India to revolt against the British. So, he was imprisoned by the British. As he went on fast unto death in jail, he was interned in his house by the British. He managed to escape in disgust and reached Germany in April 1941. Work in Germany. He found the Free India Center in Germany. He made an appeal to the people of India from Berlin radio station to join in the armed struggle for the independence of India. Next, formation of the Indian National Army. Ras Bihari Bose was living in Japan since 1915. He organized Indian patriots living in Southeast Asia and established the Indian Independence League. In 1942, Japan conquered the territories in Southeast Asia. Thousands of Indian soldiers and officers of the British Army fell into the hands of Japan. Ras Bihari Bose, with the help of Captain Mohan Singh, formed the Indian National Army, that means Azad Hind Sena, from Indian prisoners of war. Next, establishment of Azad Hind government. Subhash Chandra Bose took over the leadership of the Indian National Army. He established Azad Hind government at Singapore in October 1943. His prominent associates were Shah Nawaz Khan, Jagannath Bhansale, Guru Baksha Singh Dhillon, Prem Kumar Sehgal, and Dr. Lakshmi Swaminathan. Captain Lakshmi Swaminathan was the commander of the Rani of Jhansi regiment. Netaji appealed to the Indian people, "You give me blood, I will give you independence." Next, achievement of Indian National Army. Japan conquered the Andaman and Nicobar Island in November 1943 and hand over these to the Azad Hind government. These were renamed as Shahid and Swaraj by Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. In 1944, the INA captured Arakan in Myanmar and number of posts on the eastern borders of Assam. Imphal campaign remained incomplete as the Japanese supplies to the INA stopped. In the same period, Japan accepted defeat in the World War. On 18th August 1945, Subhash Chandra Bose died in plane crash. The soldiers of the Indian National Army surrendered, which brought an end to the thrilling phase of the INA. Trial of INA officers. The British government charged the officers of the Indian National Army with treason. Pandit Nehru, Balu Bhau Desai, and Tej Bahadur Sapre defend the Indian National Army officers before a military tribunal. The tribunal held them guilty and sentenced them to life imprisonment. However, the British government suspended the punishment in view of the outrage of the people. And the last, revolt of the Indian Navy and Air Force. On 18 February 1946, the soldier unfurled tricolor flag on the British workshop Talwar. The naval soldiers were inspired by the hero of the Indian National Army. The rebels made counter-attack to the firing of the army sent by the British. Air Force officers at Delhi, Lahore, Karachi, Ambala and Meerut went on strike. However, the mediation of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel led to the laying down of arms by the soldiers. The uprising was supported by the workers, common people and Air Force. These events reflect the discontent in the armed forces against the British. Army, Navy, Air Force turning hostile made the British realize that their rule in India was about to end. Thus, the period between 1942 to 1946 shook the foundation of the British Empire. Thank you. Have a nice day.